Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, #Movie Bae. I am Movie Bae, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review over one of Netflix's newest reviews entitled The Harder They Fall. And let's get into it. Actually, hold that thought. Before we get into it, I'm going to need y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on Movie Bae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentaries to movies and television. So like I said, if that's something that you like, which I know it is because you clicked on this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then at the end, if you like the video, hit that like button. Hold on, my dog is losing his mind right now. Hey! I'm trying to record. Can you stop? Thank you. Like I was saying, The Harder They Fall is one of the first and only westerns that star a predominantly black cast. Matter of fact, an all-black cast. This movie was written and directed by James Samuel. And then real quick, I'm going to read the synopsis. When an outlaw discovers his enemy is being released from prison, he reunites his gang to seek revenge in this western. This movie, like I said, we have Jonathan Majors, we have Regina King, and then we have both of my husbands. Idris Elba and Lakeith. I enjoyed the movie just for them, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and break down this review in particular categories so I won't be all over the place. So first and foremost, let's start with the style. So when the movie first came on, I immediately got that Quentin Tarantino-esque, Grindhouse-esque comic book-esque. I'm just fucking up my words today. Comic book-esque feel with the death scenes, the font, the opening credits. Y'all know, very much so Grindhouse. Okay. Something else I want to point out real quick is the directing style. I believe this is James's first directorial debut, and I feel like he made smart decisions. Like they had like a split screen when they were on the train scene, when they got Idris out of, I don't know, when they rescued Idris or whatever. And, you know, it just tied back into that particular style he was going for. So, you know, as a first-time director, he made good calls, especially for the style. So now that we've been talked about the style of the movie, let's get into the actual movie, right? Let's get into the storyline. Now, if you're new here, accent came out. If you're new here, Movie Bae is a writer. So Movie Bae talks about scripts. I talk about the story. I talk about that in detail because that's what I do. I'm a writer. I'm a storyteller. So if your story is off to me, if it's not good to me, I'm going to let you know. So initially, I liked the opening scene. It actually got to me. I felt like it was sad, and then there was good acting from the child actor. Because when, oh my bad, I'm gonna put spoilers on here. Because when his parents were murdered, I really felt for that boy. It was like, oh my gosh, like, what's the beef? What's the problem? Okay? And like I said, it just really made me sad. Like, that little boy acted his ass off, okay? Some cliches that I didn't really like in this movie was the damsel in distress. Very typical. It's really annoying, and I'm sick of it. I guess I could have guessed this, but I just initially thought that it was gonna be like a gang, a western gang, and they were gonna go like rob banks and trains together. I didn't think that there was gonna be like a rescue plot mixed into this, but it ended up being one. Like with the plot and like the B story, I just feel like there was a lot going on because it started off as a revenge film. Opening scene, dude comes in, kills my family. So you would think that the movie is gonna be, oh my bad, and then catches up with the Hispanic dude who was in the gang, kills him. So you would think it's on some Kill Bill, I'm trying to get my vengeance, I'm hunting down everybody that was involved type movie, but it didn't go that way. He ended up finding his ex-girlfriend, and nothing really the fuck happens. He just so happens to steal money from the dude who killed his parents. Like, what a lovely coincidence. I just felt like the story wasn't really straight. It was kind of like, oh, I want this to happen. Oh, I want this to happen. Oh, I want this to happen. And too much was happening for me. Because like I said, it went from revenge then to a damsel in distress. So now it's a bank heist movie, which was the best part of the movie. Because thank God some action finally is happening. What took so long? And then it's like it was just all over the place, writing wise for me. But there were some good things. Now let's talk about them. Some of the good things about the writing, like Dion Cole's monologue, I feel like that was good writing. I'm not 100% sure if it was all improvised or just some, but I kind of do feel like, you know, he's a comedian. Usually comedians they are allowed to improvise their lines. And then just going off of that, I do feel like, I don't want to say a lot of scenes, but some scenes were definitely improvised, and I could tell because it was like a whole lot of nothing going on. So like when they were in like the canyon, when excuse me if I get his name wrong, one of the Wayans kids, that scene with the pink crimson head people, that was improvised. Like you can tell because they were just talking back and forth about dumb shit. To me, that's a new writer mistake, because yes, you can allow your cast to improvise, but like you gotta cut that shit off sometime. Like at some point, cut that shit off or cut that shit out the movie because they rambling. You know what I'm saying? So you know, yeah. I did like that. Like it was an unexpected comedy twist to me. I don't watch westerns. Like they're usually kind of like white noise, like if my dad is watching them or something. So like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with how westerns go, but this one was funny, and to me, because I don't watch westerns, that was unexpected. So I did like that. And also I love a good callback. I just love a good callback, because it's like, oh, if you're not paying attention, you won't tie that. And I like tying things together. So like some things that were callbacks were like the scorpion tattoo, which was like kind of in your face, but a little bit not really. The forehead scar, obvi. And the I'll bet my right arm joke, that was good. Because it's like, I bet my right arm that whatever the fuck he said, and then like 2 minutes later he blows up and then the right arm is on the ground. That leads into something else that I didn't like about the writing. A lot of it was on the nose, and if y'all know me, on the nose means it's showing and telling us. Like just show us. Like we're not stupid. Your audience is not dumb. We can pick up on the joke, I promise. So like the I bet my right arm thing, when it blew up and it was on the floor, they were like, oh, I'm sorry. Is that the right arm or the left arm? It's like, bitch, we saw it. Because literally when it happened, I was like, oh snap, that's the right arm. And then, is that the right arm or the left arm? I was like, bruh, yeah, I just said that. Like, I just made that connection. Like, you don't have to tell me. I feel like as a writer, when you show and tell, I feel like you are not respecting your audience's intelligence, because you don't always have to do that. Another time that they did do that in this movie was with the It's a White Town. So they had to go rob a bank, and they was like, oh yeah, we gotta go to the White Town because that's where all the money is. So they ride up, and when I tell you the set design, oh, I should have said that. Set design was hella cheap, but that's another story. But the set design was like very, very bright, very pale, very white. It was like light brown, whitish. And I was like, damn, that's a white town. And 10 seconds later, It's a White Town pops up in captions. Like, you didn't think we was gonna pick up on that? You didn't think we was gonna pick up on that? Or did you think it was funny? Because I just personally, I don't like shit like that. So yeah, to wrap up this review, to come to a conclusion, I feel like the movie was stylized fairly well. Sometimes it feel like a whole lot of nothing was happening, like I said, like with not even just with the improvised moments, but it was just a lot of nothing happening. Like, when is something gonna happen? It opened up with a bang, and then we didn't get any action. We opened up with a bang. We got the train scene, and then nothing happened until they had to rob a fucking bank, and then still nothing happened until they had like little shootout shit. It was just a lot of nothing to me. It was a very slow moving movie for it to be 2 hours plus. Make something happen if you're gonna have a runtime that long. Also, all of my favorite cast members were the antagonists, the bad guys, which I feel like that's a good writing choice, because traditionally, as an audience, you want to root for the protagonist. You want to root for the good guy. But all the likable actors were the bad guys. You know, like my baby daddy Lakeith, my ex-husband Idris, Regina King, like all the bad people were who I was actually entertained by in the movie. Dion Cole for the moment. Like, you gotta have somebody that's likable on the protagonist side so I could actually root for them. I mean, I did like Jonathan Myers, but I promise you it's solely because I find him attractive. Like, that's the only reason why I wanted him to be successful in this movie. If I was to rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give it a smooth, like 6.5. No more than a 7, and that's mainly because of the acting on the protagonist side and the style choice for this Western. I thought that it was a good decision. Like I said, if you haven't seen this movie, it is on Netflix right now. Even though it wasn't like my favorite, I would still watch it. Matter of fact, I would honestly just watch it because of the beautiful chocolate men that's in it. I might just go rewatch it just because of the beautiful chocolate men that's in it. Now that we're at the end of the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this review, and hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more videos just like this. You can go play catch up and watch all my old shit, but some new shit is dropping too. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. It's a date. By the way, I really, really, really despise the little young nigga in the movie who always wanted to flick his gun out and shit. That nigga was mad annoying. He acted like a crackhead, if we gonna be honest.